Namaskaram. Today we are fixing the problem for audit for our CA panel HIM level for writing in November 24. The problem with a subject like audit is no matter how much time you spend, you'll see very little progress. So that is the reason why we're going with a very intensive approach where in a single day we are covering 8 chapters. Now, it doesn't make sense until you understand what we actually do. So, these 8 chapters, out of the 8, these 4 chapters are the most neglected chapters. You won't be surprised if 40% of the students don't even know the name of the chapters exactly in this relation in terms of the ICA index. The reason being, they normally would not get much attention, but in terms of weightage, there is a chance that you can score at least 10 marks out of it, 2 simple questions, and these are also reasonably important. So you're fixing the coverage. So this 8 chapters can be easily done. I'll tell you the approach also. One is the index mapping. When I say index mapping, it will help you get the complete chapter overview in a very quick way. So if you look at chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10 and 11, you can see this 4 pages will give you the overview of the chapter, and there is no other substitute to this. This is necessary but not sufficient. Over and above, what are we doing? So different students use different material of different authors, but what we are actually making them do is writing single page summaries. Now, when you write a single page summary of the entire chapter, what happens is it sticks into your mind. Please understand, anything given in text, in this printed text, in any format of any author, would not stick in your mind. It only gives you a perception of learning, but the real learning would not happen. The real learning is largely restricted to what you do with your handwritten notes. So this is what you can write in the exam. This is what gets retained in your mind. So this way we are fixing 3 things. Number 1, we are getting their attention on to these chapters. Now, these 4 chapters which we are talking about, the students would not normally pay much attention to these chapters. So once you have the attention with an intensive time, within just 4-5 hours, they'll be able to quickly gather important information. So let's say 10 marks is asked out of these 4 chapters. Now they'll be in a position to score at least 4 or 5. We have a simple objective that is done. The second, in terms of input output, students consume a lot of input, but they'll write very limited output, which is largely irrelevant. Instead of that, we are giving the precise input which will directly correlate with the precise output. Easy to learn, easy to remember, easy to recall, and most importantly, you can write the precise points. Once these 2 things are done, the third aspect is the general confidence in audit. Now, no matter how much you put in terms of effort, students are normally not much confident about auditing, but this exercise gives them a lot of confidence. We'll check at the end of the day in terms of how today has improved their probability of passing an audit. So right now they're completing this chapter 11, and in the second session we'll be completing this also. So in case you're worried about audit, I strongly recommend you to follow the process which our super students are doing right here. Thank you.